welcome to MERMAY week 3. If you haven't seen my previous MERMAY videos, you can see them on my channel. I'm doing 7 drawings in one video, and the first prompt for today is black. Now, with my previous videos, I've been focusing more on how I can use the theme on the mermaid itself. And I haven't really been thinking much of how I can use it outside of the mermaid, such as with clothes or background. So I'm hoping to push myself with design a little more this week. And so I started just giving her very dark colors after designing this really cute dress. I didn't want too much black because otherwise it would be difficult to see the design and the shape. So I ended up giving her this lovely rouge dark pink, and I think it goes really nicely together. I've given her knives and I've made her angry. I'm not sure why, it just kind of came out that way. She seems very angry at someone, and I don't know who, but she definitely looks like someone you don't want to cross. The next drawing prompt given was teeth, and I had fish like piranhas and the anglerfish stuck in my head, but for some reason, because of the new Pokemon movie that's come out, I had Marwal stuck in my head as well, the Pokemon. So I thought, why not give this mermaid giant teeth and a giant mouth to devour her prey, but also give her tail a giant mouth and a giant teeth to devour its prey. I kind of wish I did a more dramatic pose of like the tail opening up and eating fish, but I feel that would have made the character design a bit too complex, as I really had trouble deciding on what colors she could be. Because if she'd be a predator and she'd be in the ocean, she wouldn't want to be too colourful. But she would want golden eyes and slightly golden ornaments that would sparkle in the light of the water to attract her prey closer. And I find that's really nice about this character. She's one of my favourite designs so far. The third prompt was blood, and I didn't really know what to do for this. I was thinking first off of drawing like a shark mermaid that had her fins cut off, but I kind of wanted to go for a more horroristic vibe, because I haven't been able to draw a lot of that in a long time, and I thought this would be a good opportunity. So I ended up going with a blood-sucking vampire mermaid. And it might sound a bit cliche to use vampires when a theme is blood, but some cliches aren't always that bad, and you can make some really interesting stuff. I did think that she could be on the hunt for people that cut off one of her fins, but then I thought I could just make her really in your face and horrifying to look at, like she's out for blood. prompt 4 was crystals, and I didn't know how to interpret that into either a mermaid's tail, hair or clothing. So I decided to do these beautiful underwater crystals, and the mermaid would be swimming around them. I wanted to give the colour contrast, as I decided to make the mermaid pink and the crystals a very light blue. And I've never been very good at drawing crystals, mainly getting the effects of them, so I did find this cute little tutorial online, which I found was very helpful. And if you ever need help drawing something or getting detail on something, I'd recommend finding a tutorial for it. It's always really good to get help if you need it. Next up, the theme was blind, and I didn't really want to draw a blind mermaid because I wanted to do something different, something cuter. So, basing it off my dog at home, I created a guide dog mermaid, and I absolutely love him. He's adorable, he's cute, he's got his little floaty thing and his handle attached to it, so any blind mermaid can just grab on and he can swim them around. It's adorable. This one was really interesting because the theme was OC, so that means we could pretty much just make any original character. And I instantly wanted to draw some type of priest because I've been watching a lot of Goblin Slayer, and the priest character is so cute and she's the voice of reason, and I love her to pieces. So I decided to do a stingray. I mean, who doesn't love stingrays? They're beautiful, elegant. So I made her cloak and her hood, the parts of the stingray along with the tail, and I made it as if she was casting a spell in the water, and I really loved it. She's one of my favourites so far, and I feel like I was able to give her a lot of character. Now this one was Siren, the original mermaid that would sing for people and then drag them to the bottom of the ocean, pretty much. And so that is what I did. I ended up drawing a mermaid dragging some poor faceless guy down to the bottom of the ocean, because why not? Mermaids are actually very dark creatures. They have a very questionable history, and even though The Little Mermaid by Disney is so popular, I really don't think that's enough to get rid of all the old stories and legends. And I don't think it should. I really like old legends and stories of creatures and humanoid-like creatures trying to eat us. And so that is my submissions for MERMAY week 3. I really enjoyed this week, and I gotta say some of the designs are some of my favourite out of all this month. I hope you enjoyed, and you can see the rest of my MERMAY on my Instagram and my Twitter at Carlystration. If you're doing MERMAY, I would love to see it, and I hope you have a great day. Bye bye!